Good morning, and thanks for getting up with us on this Sunday morning. I'm Libby Dowsett. It is 6 o'clock, so let's check in with Corey Johnson for a quick look at our forecast.
Now, it's been very comfortable for us this weekend. It was comfortable on Saturday, and that's what we're going to see more of today. Think morning clouds, afternoon sun. The temperatures very comfortable for us throughout much of the morning, but we do start to heat up into the 80s. Unlike yesterday, we'll be in the mid 80s today. This is around noon. 89 in Arlington, 88 in the Dalles, 72 is what we're looking at by noon in Portland, and then mid 60s near the coast. Now, fast forward into the early afternoon, early evening, it does start to warm up, as I mentioned, into the mid 80s across much of our area near the Columbia River Basin, also sitting in the mid 90s. So it is a comfortable holiday weekend on tap. Look at your day planner throughout much of the day. Gonna be a cloudy start for us early morning into late morning. Those clouds break up, partly sunny as we hit the early afternoon, and then by late morning is when you'll feel the majority of that heat, and we heat up even more as we go into mid next week. I'll break that down coming up.
All right, Corey, thank you. The immigrant fire burning southeast of Eugene continues to grow. So far, it's burned nearly 20,000 acres and remains uncontained. That's partially due to two spot fires that merged with the larger fire. While it's burning in a remote area, travelers should know it has forced several closures in the Willamette National Forest. That includes roads, campsites, hiking trails, and hunting areas. For more information, head to the Forest Service website. In Umatilla County, the Juniper Canyon fire has quickly grown to nearly 10,000 acres. That's the latest estimation by the Oregon Department of Forestry, which is now in command of the fire. It's been burning about 16 miles northeast of Hermiston since Thursday. No word on any evacuation notices at this point. So far, no buildings have burned. The St. Helens School District is responding to a report that school leaders failed in their handling of alleged sexual misconduct. Jake Holter looks into the district's plan to prevent something like this from happening again.
Third-party investigative report just released found that the St. Helens School District repeatedly failed to act in instances of alleged sexual misconduct involving two educators. For example, when the report says that when choir teacher Eric Stearns allegedly hit girls on the backside during cheer practice, made numerous sexual references during rehearsals, and put his hand inside of a student's mouth, the administration either delayed investigating or didn't act at all. The report says there was also no evidence that the district conducted a thorough background check, including looking into why Stearns had been placed on leave and later resigned while working at his last school district. In light of this report, the district says they are committed to doing better. In a release, the district says they implemented a corrective action plan in the spring, quote, created to serve as our commitment to rebuilding trust. Most of the release lays out the district's plans going forward. These are some of their steps: updating their hiring practices to include comprehensive background and reference checks, ensuring annual mandatory reporting training for all employees while reinforcing the professional staff student boundaries policy, providing all students with sexual abuse prevention education, and making sure Safe Oregon posters are posted throughout the schools, and an increased superintendent presence at schools with more feedback from students. The district has new leadership going into the new school year, and the release closes by saying, quote, our goal is to ensure that our actions, policies, and culture reflect the safe and supportive environment every student and staff member deserves so that our schools become places of healing and growth for all. Stearns' trial is scheduled to begin in September of next year, and he's pleaded not guilty to all 29 sexual abuse charges. In St. Helens, Jake Holter, KGW News.
And we want to make sure you know there is help available 24 hours a day. The National Sexual Assault Hotline is on your screen. It's 1-800-656-HOPE. Oregon lawmakers will meet this afternoon to get a special session underway for transportation funding. This comes after they barely made quorum Friday. The governor has made it clear getting transportation funding passed is the top priority. The Senate met Friday morning and adjourned in the afternoon, but the House did not come to order until after 8 p.m. Friday. So far, we haven't heard why it took so long for enough Democrats to get to the Capitol. Many transportation workers and their union were disappointed.
Well, we had workers show up this morning at 7 a.m. expecting to see the Senate go into session at 9 a.m. and expecting to see the House go in at 11 a.m. It was 11 a.m., then it was 1 p.m., then it was 3 p.m., then it was 3:30 p.m., and it's just been watching people not show up to do their jobs.
Supporters of the transportation bill want to see it passed as soon as possible to avert layoffs and large-scale service cuts to ODOT and local transportation and public transit agencies. Opponents want to avoid new fees or taxes for our Oregonians. Protesters from Indivisible Justice for All lined the sidewalk outside Clackamas Town Center Mall Saturday, speaking out on behalf of workers over billionaires. Rally organizers say they're speaking against recent federal cuts to essential programs and what they consider attacks on immigrants and working families. A spokesperson for the group says they want to keep growing these rallies until the government can't ignore them anymore.
Just like in the 60s when I was growing up, it's the protests that change things.
It feels to me like the powers that be in America right now have lost compassion. They cannot, it's gone. They can't find it, and we need that compassion back.
More and more we're seeing people from different groups, not just Democrats, but lots of independents, and we're beginning to see Republicans here as well.
The Trump administration argues it's helping families by streamlining federal programs and cracking down on illegal immigrants with criminal records. More rallies and marches are planned for tomorrow. A Portland stalwart is closing its doors in downtown Portland, but the business isn't going far. The gay-owned business Under You for Men has stuck it out through the years, and now the owners are reinvesting in the future. Catherine Cook shows us how.
In the most basic of terms, you could call this a sale on men's underwear. But a quick look around and you know Under You for Men is anything but basic. It's been that way since 2006 when Stephen Lynn opened it.
I'm really proud that our employees and our customers have always just really been loyal to a downtown Portland store.
2 stories of skivvies on Southwest Park in Washington, and for Lynn, a swan song of sorts. After nearly 20 years, he's retiring. Longtime employee Wesley Bateman bought the business from Lynn.
I don't think I can express my gratitude enough to him because my life has changed forever now, and yeah, I'm grateful.
So are customers.
Stephen has been such a community supporter, not just for the gay community, but for downtown Portland.
Even through many challenges, a recession, the pandemic, riots, and 2 broken windows. As Lynn retires, Under You for Men will relocate but remain downtown at Southwest 10th and Morrison. Behind these papered windows, a smaller space and a chance to scale down. They just got the keys on Monday and hope to open here by October.
My hope for Portland is that people come and rediscover it, because there really is a difference right now than there was 2 or 3 years ago. There's actually a difference from even 1 month ago.
Some things old, others new, but never basic.
The fact that I can carry that on just makes me feel thrilled that I can continue to serve Portland and, put people in sexy underwear.
In downtown Portland, Catherine Cook, KGW News.